Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is for the week of January 28th to February 3rd. This is JJ with the Compassionate Heart School. Of course, you know that this is a timeless reading, so you can consult at any time. And anyone, whether you're Gemini or not. All right, let's jump right in. Okay, so Gemini, welcome. What I'm seeing here is that you're at a time in your life, I guess this week, and generally speaking, at this time you're in a time of life review. So you've accomplished a lot, you've done a lot in your life, and as you can see, this man is working. It's the Eight of Pentacles. But you're at a time where you're starting to wonder about the legacy that you've left behind. What kind of footprint have you left on the hearts, I guess, or the lives of the people in your life? So you're at a time in your life where you are taking stock of what's going on. In particular, you're looking at your victories and who you may have hurt along the way, where you may have compromised yourself along the way, where you may have sold out along the way. So you're taking stock of yourself, and this is a really, really good thing to do. Everyone should always do it. It's also a very powerful thing to do in your life, because Spirit is showing here that they agree with you, by the way, and Spirit is showing that it's time for you to take stock, because you don't want to make negative karma for yourself. You want to make sure that everything that you're doing is thoughtful, it's loving, right? And so I'm seeing that a lot of the things that you have done, and I hate to say this, but you know, probably the case for everybody. On the left, this is you taking stock of your life's works, the things that you've done throughout your life. And on the right, this is you with Spirit. You're the guy on the left and Spirit's on the right. Spirit's approaching you with this book saying, well, it's that time. It's time for your life review. Because if you look at it at the top, there are, of this pillar on the right, there are three things. So that shows, that represents the things that you've done well, the things that you have pursued, and that where you've treated people properly, where you didn't compromise yourself. But at the bottom, you may see that this person is creating lines, or etching or engraving lines here. And what that appears to me to be is that those are things that maybe you were not so scrupulous in, and some of those things, I have to be honest, come up as things that you're doing right now. So perhaps there's something that you're doing now that is questionable or just whatnot. Anyway, so Spirit is saying that it's time at this time. And take a look at her. If you look at the base of her feet on the right, on her left, but on our right, you have a scroll. Looks to me that appears to be a contract. So what this is saying is that this is time to take a time out from life, take a life review, and see where you have made missteps, so that you don't continue to create any negative karma for yourself or hurt other people. So that's what's coming through here. All right, let's take a closer look. It seems that you are ready for this. Some of you may have been even praying for this, or some of you may have found yourself in this position through life events. But whatever is happening, this is a time where you're welcoming. It's kind of like she's like, all right, bring it on. What's the deal? What's the damage? And Spirit is working with you on that. They're showing, the cards are showing your willingness and your openness to look at your hopes, the things that you've hoped for. How have you done with respect to your accomplishments? Did you accomplish the things that you set out to do? Did you set your sights high enough? Did you dream big enough? They're helping you to look at that. Thank you, Spirit. They're also helping you, and it's also showing these are the things that you're open to seeing. They're also showing that you're willing to look at the things that you had conflict over, the people and the situations where there was conflict. How did you conduct yourself? Were you like a crazy dragon? Did you obliterate everybody in your path? Or did you cower sometimes? Did you not stand up for yourself? Were there times where you had the right message but the wrong approach? So they're showing that you're even open to seeing these things. And were there some things that you should have acted upon that you didn't? They're also showing that you're willing to look at your lost dreams, right? The things that didn't happen for you. The mornings that you, MOURNINGS, more to be in mourning. The mornings that you went through. Just where things fell flat, I don't want to say your failures, but just where your dreams just weren't realized. And I guess there's some failures in there as well, depending on how you look at it. They're also showing a willingness on your part to look at the projects and the things yet to come. How are you handling inspirations from the divine? Are you just getting them and kind of like not acting on it? Are you putting your best foot forward? Are you working on projects? So generally speaking, you're at a time in your life where you are reaching up and you're allowing yourself to be in a place of life review. And the reason why is because you want to make sure, and Spirit wants to help you make sure, that you are leaving behind a legacy that does not have a negative impact on other people. You want to do it right, okay? You don't want to have victories where you hurt people to get there. And I am seeing that there were some times when you did that. And don't feel bad about yourself, because listen, everybody has done something to that degree in some part of their life, okay? So I applaud you for coming to the table for that. But what Spirit is showing is that there is a place. This is, yeah, okay, I'm getting some stuff. I'm seeing some of you as being people who have prided yourself, and I'm using the word prided on purpose, who have prided yourself, amen, and even I'm feeling your energy, so my tone is changing, on being able to make my own woman, I'm hearing. So I'm feeling some of your energy come through me now. I prided myself on being able to make myself my own woman. I'm a homeowner. I have a good job. I do this. I do that. Yeah, so I'm seeing one person in particular, actually, but she's speaking for a lot of you. But at the same time, this person is saying, at the same time, I want to see where I'm not seeing, what I'm not seeing, who I am, who I'm not loving, where I'm going in my life, and what's coming up for me. Okay, so thank you. I've gotten that message, okay? All right, so yeah, so that's the person, and those are the kinds of people. Sorry, let me get myself grounded again. Those are the kinds of people that this reading is for. Okay, so thank you very much. So yes, in answer to your view, thank you, and the viewer and everybody viewing here, what I'm showing is the Spirit's answer to you is that where you're not looking is in the heart space, right? And you're saying that you do want to see who you're not loving and things like that, and that is true. But there's a place for a lot of you where there's something deep inside that you're not showing and that you're afraid to go to. And let's take a look here in this card. What that looks like is this person who's sitting on the front of their steps. They're in the light, but they're holding close to their chest something. And if you look at the upper part of that door, there is shadow cast there. So what this is showing me is that even though you are here and you're showing up, for this life review, Spirit is saying you're on the right path. It's time now to delve into, that part of you that even you might be afraid to go to. The part, and for some of you, a lot of you actually, I'm seeing that this extends into past lifetimes. For some of you in particular, I'm seeing esoteric stuff. For example, Illuminati symbols. Maybe the word that comes to mind is Rosicrucians. Sorry. Maybe some Hermetic things like that. Where, and this is a past lifetime connection. So some of you have to do some past life review. Okay, some of you are at such a good place, including the person I was picking up on. They might be at such a good place that it's time to delve into that part of you that is in the past. So past lifetimes for some of you. For some of you, again, I'm picking up that this may be some kind of Hermetic thing, some lodge kind of thing, esotericism. And I'm not picking up whether you did some good or bad things. I'm just saying that there are some things related to that. So some things that you may not want to look at. I'm seeing for some of you also there are some gifts that can be revealed through this pathway of looking into your life review. I'm seeing that also for some of you, or even some of the same ones, these gifts may be people that you're reconnecting with through these past lifetime connections. You're like, oh, these are the people in my life that life right now that I should connect with more, that I should bring rekindle or talk to more or connect with or just whatever. But I'm also seeing these could be spiritual gifts that you're coming back out of this life review with. It could be anything. For a lot of you, it could be a new lease on life that I'm seeing here. Some of you are men that are watching. I'm seeing someone who's a man, maybe a little portly, God bless, married. Something like a cable van. Maybe you work for a cable company, you have a white cable van that you take home, maybe you have some kids. I'm seeing a son for you. This person I'm picking up on in particular, black hair, brown skinned, maybe Hispanic or someone that looks that way. For that person, I'm seeing there's a new lease on life. Maybe I don't want to say divorce. I feel like this person maybe needs a permission or the go-ahead to seek out a divorce, or they're worried about the kids, the child, what's going to happen. I feel like this is okay. It's going to be okay if you seek out this divorce. You don't need permission, but I guess Spirit is saying to do it. Wow, a lot of people are getting personal readings today through this. This is nice. I'm seeing that for that person and maybe for some other people, the window for making this move will close eventually, so you have to make the move now while it's conducive to do that. Okay, don't be afraid, make the move. You will come into better times. I'm seeing, I don't know if it's for this person that there's a concern that the wife is cheating. The wife is a housewife, that she's cheating on you while you're at work, but that's coming up. I'm not seeing yes or no. Spirit saying that's it for that. Like, that's it. Like, no more. Don't reveal any more about that situation. But if you're going to strike for that person that I'm reading to in particular, now's the time to strike out. Maybe you've been wanting to make a move and divorce for a while or just whatnot. Spirit is saying, yes, this is a good move for you. Okay, they're saying that. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for that person. All right. Wow. Life review, Gemini. Lots for you guys. All right. So anyway, going back to generally speaking, there is this door. As you can see, this doorway means a lot for many different people. So if you were attracted to this reading as a Gemini, it's time for you to make some big moves based on this life review. For some of you, the window for these changes are it's not going to be open for a long time. Okay, what I'm seeing is for some of you, I'm hearing 4 weeks. For some of you, could be a month. Okay, a month or two. And for some of you, I'm seeing up until April and through April. So make this move. All right, is there anything else? Some of you, for some of you, this life review also is going to show that, and looking into the past life, or just whatever, or just maybe this message is coming through for viewers. For some of you, you're thinking about moving to a new place, just moving house. So I'm seeing that. I feel like maybe taking stock and having this life review, looking into the past, will give you more clarity on whether or not moving house, buying a house in particular, is going to be good for you. Ooh. And for some of you, I feel like a lot of stuff needs to come up as well. I feel like for a lot of you, you're actually questioning your actions in the past. Okay, and for some of you, your actions in the past, I have to be honest, don't feel very good. It's actually, I want to shake it off, but I'm feeling it coming up. Now's the time for all of that to come up and to be released into the light. So Gemini people, what has started off as on our two-dimensional plane or whatnot, it looks like needing to do some life review and some review of your past. But for you viewers, a lot of this is so varied as to what it could be. So I invite you to open yourself up to Spirit for clearing and transmutation of these energies. They're saying that good job for coming to the table and working on these things and being open to seeing who you are and who you've been. But this right here, okay, I just want to say there's a lot that needs to be cleared. So I am going to go ahead and leave that for you and for Spirit. Okay, what else? Okay, Okay, I'm going to come back to this because I want to clear a little bit of that energy first before I even go there. All right, so let's go up here to see what Spirit's suggestions are. Spirit is saying to take some time out as you do this review, because as we know, a lot of things can come up. Take some time as we do this review. They're saying that in this case, you have to move from being a victim, some of you, to having more self-responsibility. I am picking up substance abuse for a lot of you. For some of you viewers, I'm picking up substance abuse. In this case, your life is not over. Yes, you've made some mistakes. Yes, you've gotten into some bad patterns. Yes, you've lost some people along the way. You've alienated some people along the way. But I feel that by claiming your responsibility and moving out of victim consciousness, and I feel that you're here watching this video, so clearly that's a step that you're ready on a spiritual level to do that and to face that. I feel by doing that, you're going to actually move into better times. You're going to get clearer, and hey, you're making less work for yourself next lifetime, right? Everything all of us do now makes less work for us next lifetime. I'm seeing that once you guys, you're already in this life review, and so doing that, you have kind of brought heaven and earth together. You've connected with your guides. You're bringing heaven down to earth, and the more you water this, and the more you delve into these parts of yourself that you don't want to look at, these parts where you know, maybe your husband or wife is stepping out on you. Maybe you've been stepping out on your husband and wife. Maybe your home life isn't as good as you tell yourself or other people have been led to believe. Maybe you did some things in past lifetimes to other people, you know, that are hurtful, that are affecting you today or still affecting those people. Maybe you want to move, but it could be anything. This card represents the things that you don't want to look at, okay? So look into that, and I promise you this is going to be awesome for you. You're going to free yourself up amazingly, and you're going to continue on this good work that I'm seeing. And you're connecting. This is with Spirit. This is with Spirit, bringing heaven down to earth. You're literally doing what they want you to do. I'm seeing to open your heart. Right here, as you, let me get closer, as you work on this, as you work on, you know, Spirit coming down to earth, as you work on watering and these plans, and by that I mean as you work on looking at who you are, looking at what you've done, getting those past life readings, journaling, looking back on the things you've done, your accomplishments, all of that. As you do that, you open yourself up to new love. So for some of you, you may be you may have the ability, look at this right here, you doing your work, look at this right here, the flowers here. You may have the ability to reconnect with someone who you really love or who really loves you. You may have the ability to find love, to find a better love. You may be in a better position to connect to other people. Whatever it is, you are going to be in a better position. Okay, so Gemini, this is divine work that you're working on right now. Oh, bless you. Okay, because I know some Geminis in my life, and I feel like, yeah, this is timely for them. Okay. I also see here that they're saying if you love somebody, let him go. Now, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing marriage. Okay, I'm seeing a marriage here for some of you. Spirit, I'm seeing a marriage here because, okay, that's what it is. All right. I feel that even though it says if you love somebody, let him go, for some of you, that means if you love somebody, let go of these other people that you're messing with, okay? Not to be mad about it, but let that go. I'm also seeing that if you love somebody, if there's someone waiting for you, then you need to clear this up. You need to go inward and do this inner work, because there's a lot of darkness behind this door for a lot of you. And it's not to make you feel bad, because listen, if we all in the world took this step and did this, we would all come out a lot clearer. Okay, so you are just at a time where life review is happening. So get on board with that. You already are. Take that last step to go to delve in. For some of you, that means that you will have to separate from a lover. It means that you will have to make nice or make a deal with spirit that you're going to go and look into whatever this is that is your shadow. So you're moving into shadow work, okay? And I'm very proud of you for doing that. Very super proud of you for doing that. For some of you, it could mean a separation from somebody that you love. But as I'm seeing here, or somebody that loves you, I'm seeing that for some of you, they may wait for you. For some of you, they want to marry you. For some of you. I'm not going to lie, I do see tears. There are going to be some tears. But I think that whether this person knows it or not, whether you know it or not, or believe it or not, they're stronger than they think. And I think by you taking this step, you will be in a better position to love yourself and love other people. And even if you're ready and if you want to come back to this person. Okay? Now, for some of you, I'm being honest, for some of you, this person actually really does want to marry you. They're wearing the veil, and part of the dress is the same color as the bouquet, and they're holding one part of this bouquet, and it's just for you to step right into this. But I'm feeling that part of them feels that maybe, this is for some of you, that you don't love them enough, that you're leaving them because you don't love them. I feel that some of them that line of thinking may turn dark over time with your absence, and may move into them taking action to find someone else because they feel that you're a lost cause and that they barked up the wrong tree and that you don't want them and you probably never did, like this kind of thinking, right? And I'm also being honest, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, that may be true. Maybe you never really loved them. Maybe healing this will bring you to someone else, or bring you to a better place of being able to understand love. I feel like for some of you, you don't know what love is. You don't understand what love is. This is only some of you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. And if you're cross-watching, then I invite you to stop thinking that this message relates to you, because maybe your fears are engaged, okay? So please relax. But for some of you, I feel that maybe this person who's waiting for your love never really had your love, and by you leaving and pursuing your own thing, it might be healing for them, whether they are aware of it or not. Okay, so there are just so many people that this reading is for. I believe that the best thing for you to do is to, as a watcher, to use your intuition and release fear, because the more fear you have in here, the less objective you're going to be able to be and to hear the message that's for you. And if that's the case, then you would do well to have a personal reading, which is all for you, baby, all for you, not mixed in with the energies of other people. Okay? So, wow, Gemini, good Lord, I thought your reading was going to be quick and just to the point. So, all right, let's breathe. All right? You guys are a lively bunch. All right? Lots of Geminis concerned about themselves and their life right now. I love it. All right. So let's do a quick summary. The summary is, dear loving Gemini, you're at a time in your life where you have been working a lot. You've been putting a lot into building the life that you've had. And let's be honest, you've had a lot of success. However, you're at a time where you're starting to look at yourself and wonder, my successes, who have I hurt along the way? It's time for me to think about what legacy I'm leaving behind. I'm going to be honest, for a lot of you, I'm feeling that you're upper in age. Because we tend to ask these questions when we're a little older, I'm hearing late 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s, right? Or born in the 60s. I'm seeing that Spirit is joining you at this time in looking into the things that you have been doing that have not been in an integrity. And I feel that a lot of the things that you have produced have actually been out of integrity. Okay, so this is a beautiful time in your life to have a life review, because once you come out of this, you will be better to able to create your own happiness and to finally move with a greater sense of authenticity. I see that while you are open to looking at many different aspects of your life, like how you've conducted yourself with conflict, how you've handled your hopes, how you've handled the failures of your dreams and whatnot, and how you're handling new inspirations that Spirit gives to you. One thing that Spirit is showing and that they are ready to work on with you at this time is that you have shadow work to do, and these are the things that you have not wanted to look at, but the things that are definitely knocking on your door right now. I feel that a lot of you may be making big moves. A lot of you may be doing a lot of things right now, having a lot of changes and visions and all sorts of unstable feelings, or just a call to action in general, because it's time to work on this. For some of you, this is going to be a separation, lead to a separation from your person that you're with. But I see for a lot of you, this is a good thing, because you definitely need to be alone to do this shadow work. Now, for some of you, you may be traveling to do this work. Some of you may be moving out of your house to do this work. Whatever it is, I feel you're going into a time of solitude that is very much needed. But I see that you're in a great place, because by taking this move, you are actively working on the divine plan that you've set for yourself. For some of you, you will be returning to this person because you have love for them and they will be waiting for you. But for some of you, this inner work will reveal that, while you may have had fun with this person, you can't say that you really love them enough to marry them. And I think for some of them, they will wait and then realize that that is the case. They will feel it in their heart and they will move on. And I'm saying that with the deepest sense of compassion, because I can't even imagine what that person will go through as a result. But my job, because I always identify with that person, but my job is to bring the truth. Okay, so the truth is, as it's being revealed to me, what I'm seeing. So for some of you, after this healing work, you will go back with this person, you will appreciate them. For some of you, you will find somebody new and you will appreciate them, and they will teach you about love. And for some of you, you will not go back to this person. But I'm very much picking up that for some of you in this reading, this is about you learning what love is. For some of you, not all of you, but some of you just don't know what love is. And you've been moving through life without understanding, without perceiving. And I think that you got to clear through this. Any temptations, any misdeeds, any fears that you're not facing, whatever it is, has to be cleared, okay? Again, that's not all of you. Again, I'm reading for like a lot of different people. I don't know why the word 16 came to mind, but there could be 16 different people who are receiving messages here, so please do take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Alrighties, and I think that that's it. If you'd like to delve more into this situation and this time in your life, and you'd like to connect with me and get a personal reading from me, please do check the description box below. And you'll check my Etsy page, and I do offer services there. And a lot of times healing comes through the cards. The cards create a portal for healing, and for some people healing is done at that same time. Either way, I look forward to having you tune in next week. If it resonated and you enjoyed it, please do press like. If it doesn't resonate, please don't press not like. Just move on to another video. But thank you so much for visiting either way. Bye!